So good morning, one and all present here. My name is Ojaswi and today I am going to talk about on the topic management of organizational conflicts and managing change. So this is the scope for today's session, scope slide. You can have a look. So objective of the session is to understand about what is organizational conflict, what are the different types of conflict and how to manage change. So can anybody tell me what do you mean by the term conflict?
In terms of hospitality? Or
In general.
Conflict, I would say it's like clash between something.
मतलब आपस में किसी दो लोगों की असहमति होना.
Yeah, rightly said. So conflict means disagreement or clashes, as said by Chaitanya, of interest, value, actions or direction among an individual or a group within an organization. So this is the definition which is given by Louis R. Pondy. Before coming to the definition, I would like to talk about who is he. So Louis R. Pondy, given this definition in the year 1967, he was a renowned scholar in organizational behavior and management theory. He is best known for his influential work on organizational conflict. So in his definition, he tells that conflict is the struggle that arises when the behavior of one person interferes with another goal or something else. So now I will going to talk about different types of conflict. Firstly, we have interpersonal conflict. What do you understand by this? Like, what is interpersonal conflict? Like, what do you get by this term?
About interpersonal conflict, I would say it's like a clash between two person. I mean, दो बंदों के बीच में लड़ाई है कोई भी पर्सनल लड़ाई, जैसे मतलब इंटरपर्सनल खुद की दो बंदों की और सहमति.
Yeah, somewhat right. So I will further explain it more. So basically interpersonal conflict is a conflict which happens between two people. And like I will give you an example to get a better understanding about what is interpersonal conflict. So there are two staff which is working in the front office department, like staff A and staff B. Their name is A and B. So they both work in same shift. Like A prefers to do guest checking very fastly so that there is efficiency in work, and B prefers to give focus on guest preferences. Even if it takes more time, he takes more time for doing that process. So on one busy day, A is frustrated because of B detailed approach causes a long queue, and on the other hand, B thinks that A is being rude and insensitive towards guests. So this kind of situation creates an interpersonal conflict between them. Now, intrapersonal conflict. It is a conflict which happens within a person. Like you are confused about one thought, what to do, what not to do. That kind of conflict is known as interpersonal conflict, intrapersonal. Yes?
I mean, you are trying to say that कि एक बंदे की अपने आप सही कि
Yeah.
एक पे वो कभी कह रहा है कि हाँ मुझे ये चीज करनी चाहिए, कभी नहीं करनी चाहिए.
Yes, that is interpersonal conflict. That he or she may be disagreeing with their thought at one point and not disagreeing like that.
Or might be confused as well.
Yeah, that's what I've said. Next is intergroup conflict. So this is the conflict which happens in within two different departments or team. Like one department is disagreeing on one thing and other is disagreeing on one thing. So I would like to give another example for this for better. So there are two departments in a hotel: housekeeping department and front office department. So front office department is blaming housekeeping department because of their delayed service. They are not making room in given time frame. And front office department is housekeeping department is blaming front office department for not getting updated room status. They are not able to know that this room is empty, check out, or a vacant room. So this type of situation creates intergroup conflict. Next is intra-group conflict. So intra-group conflict is a conflict which happens within a team or department. Like some may have different thought process of doing things, some have different thought process of doing one thing. Like for example, in housing department, one person have different way of doing a room, and one have different approach of doing that room. So this is a example of intra-group conflict. Lastly, we have organizational conflict. So it tells that when a personal goal differs from each other. In this, conflict is between individual and organizational or their policies. So now coming to the process of conflict. So can you guys tell me like from where it is starting and what do you understand by this diagram? Like from where it starts or where from it ends?
Felt conflict.
Any other guesses, Chaitanya?
Latent conflict or perceived? I'm confused.
Okay, the right answer is latent conflict. So I will explain this. So latent conflict is also known as the potential stage. So in this, there is a possibility of conflict that exists, but it not has been emerged yet. So basically, it is like initial stage where there is a chances of conflict. Next, we have perceived conflict. In this, when both the parties are aware about that there is a conflict. This stage is also known as the awareness stage. Next, we have felt conflict. Felt conflict is the conflict in which there is feeling of like tension, depression or anxiety develop. In this, the conflict became personal and emotional. This stage is also known as emotional stage, where the feelings are developed. Then we have manifest conflict. Manifest conflict, in this stage, the conflict becomes visible through the action of one person or behavior of them. Like it may be appear as they are doing arguments, they are doing strikes, they are not cooperating, there is a poor teamwork. So this, through their gesture, we get to know that there is a conflict. This stage is also known as action stage. Lastly, we have conflict aftermath. In this stage, basically we tells about what is the result of the conflict. It can be positive or it can be negative. How it can be positive? It can be positive that there is a resolution in the conflict. It can be negative if there is resentment, there is poor teamwork. So that is the negative impact of that. So till now we have discussed like what is conflict, what are different types of conflict, what is the process of conflict. Can you guys tell me how to resolve conflict? Do you know what are the different steps involved in it?
आपस में एक दूसरे के साथ प्रॉपर कन्वर्सेशन करके सारे जो हिंदी में कहते हैं मन मुटाव उन्हें हटाए और
Yes, rightly said. By you, Manav.
एक मुद्दे पे लाए सारे.
Yes, Chaitanya.
The actual way to resolve the conflict, I would say we have to find the proper error where team is lagging or where
Yes.
there is actual problem,
Yes.
and also we can say by the majority we can also resolve the conflict. Like if somebody is right, so they can do voting kind of thing.
Okay.
That okay, how many of you agrees on this and how many disagrees.
Yes. Rightly said by both of you. These are steps involved. The first step, which is told by Chaitanya, was right. It is the identification step. So now I am going to tell about the different steps in resolving conflicts. So first is the identification step, which is told by Chaitanya, that we will find out what is the problem in the conflict. We will find out what is the real issue and who is involved in that issue. After that, we will interact. Like we will talk openly. We will encourage our staff to speak about and hear their thoughts and opinion calmly and respectfully. After that, we will understand the viewpoint. We will, like, first we are talking to the staff, we are encouraging them. After that, we will listen to them carefully without any kind of interruption, and then we will find a solution. We will find multiple solutions, or maybe suppose one or two solutions to the problem, and we will find out the common ground point and look for the solution on which both the sides agree. After that, from that solutions, we will find out the best alternative, and we will find out the best alternative to solve the issue. Then we will take action. In this, we will implement the best alternative and try to resolve the conflict. Lastly, we will take follow-up. First, we have implemented the solution, and lastly, we will check or make sure that the conflict does not come back in future. So these are the steps in resolving conflicts. Now we will talk about managing change. So managing change is the process of preparing, supporting and helping an individual or team, or let's say organization, in making the change smoothly and successfully. There is a change model which I would like to explain you. So before coming to the change model, can you see the word Kurt Lewin? Do you guys know who is he?
No.
Okay, now I will tell you who is he before giving you the change model. So Kurt Lewin is a German-American psychologist who is known as one of the modern pioneers of social, organizational and applied psychology. He has developed this change model in early 1940s. So this is a 3-step change model. First step is unfreezing. Can you guess what is this unfreezing? Like, what does happen in this? No idea?
No idea.
Okay, I will explain you guys. Then you can give answer to me. So basically, unfreezing is the step in which we prepare people for change, like by helping them realize that the current way of doing things is not that much effective. Like, it is about breaking out the old habits, mindsets or routine of the person, and so that they become open for new ways of doing things. Like, for example, earlier there was not a good kind of feedback machine in the hotel, but nowadays it's available. But earlier, when they launched the new feedback system in hotels, so they first of all tell them what is the usage, how it is that much beneficial for people, like, and tell them that the previous way of doing things is not that much effective. So this is the new thing there that they are like putting in their day-to-day routine. After that, there is a changing step. So changing step is also known as movement. So in this, basically we implement the change. Earlier we prepared them for the change. In this, we implement the change. In this, people learn and adapt the new way of doing things. Like, for example, they know about that we prepared them for new feedback system. Now we will teach them, guide them how to use it by giving them day-to-day like training sessions, monthly training session, weekly training session, like that.
Next one is refreezing.
Yeah. Lastly, we have refreezing. So in refreezing, so like you guys have understand what are the first two steps. Like, can you tell me what will happen in refreezing now? Yeah. Okay, sure. I will explain. So first step is unfreezing, in which we make the change. Okay. Next, we implement the change in changing step. In refreezing, we will make the change permanent. Okay. In this, by establishing new habits, new rules or way of doing things. In this, we ensure that the change becomes the part of their life or organizational culture, and employee does not go back to their old habits of doing things.
You mean the change will be now permanent?
Yeah.
We will be sticking
Yeah,
to that.
they will be
particular-
sticking to that process. So in Kurzweil change model, first is unfreezing, then changing, then refreezing. So in short, unfreezing is like preparing for change, changing is implementing change, and refreezing is making the change permanent.
Make sure we should not change anything.
Yeah. So now I would like to conclude. So proper conflict management helps turn disagreement into opportunities for improvement. Constructive handling of conflict promotes teamwork, creativity, and understanding. Managing change requires clear communication, planning, and employee involvement. Both conflict and change, if managed well, can strengthen the organizational culture. So now I have a small activity planned for you guys. So I will be giving you two scenarios. You both have one scene, and in the last I will give you like 5 to 6 minute time. You read that statement, and you guys have to tell me like what type of conflict in that we have used and how to resolve that conflict. So you guys can have it. First scene is for Manav, second is for Chaitanya. चलो आपको भी चाहिए.
Can you have the options, please?
Yeah, sure. These are the options.
Thank you.
Different types of conflict.
So it's intergroup.
You guys have 5 minutes. You can have a look. Then you can tell me how to resolve that conflict and what are the type of conflict used in that situation. Now it's 10. You can tell me about 10-5. You have 10. Done, guys?
Can I tell us?
Yeah, sure.
So my situation is, it's given that a front desk employee is struggling to balance personal values, that is honesty, with management pressure to upsell the expensive rooms that guests don't really need.
Okay.
So from my point of view, I think it's organizational conflict.
Okay.
Because if you see that there's a individual employee and he's dealing with a conflict with the whole organization. I mean, because the organization says that we have to sell the rooms at a high price level, but he is a very honest man and he does not do these things that sell the rooms at a very high price.
Okay.
That guests really don't need them.
Okay.
So I think it's organizational conflict.
Okay, but you don't think that it will be interpersonal conflict because he's have a conflict within himself? He is like lacking with some thoughts.
I mean, maybe that option can be correct also, but
Yeah.
still I don't know why, but I think it's more accurate that it's organizational conflict.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
I think it's the right answer. It's the more appropriate answer, I would say.